back to the shop. It's gonna be a beautiful Sunday today out here. God, I'm just happy to have you with me. Hope you're having a tremendous day. I just wrapped up a great conversation up with the tea time. Just so much fun. I got super inspired from it. It's just the best feeling in the world when you surround yourself with a group of people that inspire you. God, it's very important. So, what I'm currently doing, I don't know whose idea it was to have this many leaves a part of this tree. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? A lot of leaves. A lot of leaves. So I'm still making all of these. Right now I'm working on the incredibly detailed ones with the names stamped into them. You see, so there's about 1,000 leaves that go onto the tree itself. But also, there's about another several hundred that goes to the people that made the retrofit possible, and that goes to them directly. There's one of the craftsmen on the job is a wonderful carpenter, and he's making these great wooden boxes where these will be shaped, molded, and then displayed inside of these cases to thank the donors to make the retrofit happen. That's the mission. So here we are, still making leaves. Gosh, I definitely feel like I've made over 1,000 of them. You ever get that feeling when you really feel the numbers? But it's great. It's great. I can be able to just mold copper, hang out with my friends. Could it get any better? It's also October. Oh, well, whenever you're watching this, it currently is October, which makes me so happy. It's my favorite time of the month. Or sorry, it's my favorite time of the year, favorite month of the year. I don't know what I'm saying. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? Come on. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Hello in the chat. How are you doing? I got a lovely cup of Darjeeling. We're looking good. Hey! Mr. Finn is here. Oh, thanks for being here. So, you see these tendrils? Well, when I install them on the tree, they're gonna wrap around those eyelets that I was forging. Remember those? Hey, Moons! It was so great having you in the tea time this morning. But when it's going into the display, I don't know if you can see them, but you can see all these lovely curls just to kind of utilize the beautiful shape to something creative. You know what I mean? Oh, I just love it so much. It's very abstract. It's very Art Nouveau, which is way up my alley. Oh, it's just so good. But it's really fun to just be in the moment and let your hands just do the wandering. Just let your hands just kind of do the work. It's very rare. I usually have such a method to the madness. So it's a very rare occurrence that I'm able to just be very free. I need a pair of needle nose. That'll do it. Got a little pair of needle nose for the... You're an amazing artist, Moons. Quit it. Quit that. You're being too kind. But yeah, I want to get that little scroll. I like to do scrolls over the anvil with a hammer more than anything. But when it comes to 1,000 leaves, you just gotta take it with a pair of pliers and do what you need to do. Oh, see, that's just lovely. Movement is so important. It happens in clothing. It happens in architecture, everything. And the same goes for this because just that flow, that movement is just intoxicating. I love it. So here's the names that I stamped onto, and there's duplicates of them. Just two. One goes to them and one goes to the tree. And I was gonna try and keep them all together so that when they're organizing these things, it'll be easier on them. But there's just no way I'm gonna be able to acidize them and then refine all of they're just gonna have to read them. It is just what it is. You know what I mean? Sorry, I feel like I'm neglecting the chat. How you all doing? Let me get in on there. Let me get over here. Your wrists are, oh no, your wrists are hating you. Hey Matt, how you doing? You working on anything lately? Doing some forging? Copper dog, what are you doing? You want to say hi to the nice people? He just rounded the corner like he's got some business to attend to. Come here, bud. Let's say hi. Come here, Mr. Dog. Come here. Oh, he's taking his sweet time. He's meandering around. Oh, here, I'll just put you up here. Wow. There he is. What a good boy. You have a new puppy? Oh, that's so sweet. That's sweet. What kind of puppy? Build a new, oh, nice. Oh, I love Copper. He's a good boy. He's a real good boy. Feel you, buddy. Oh, man. Name is Frigga. Oh, that's cute. You mentioned you make your screw over the horn of your anvil. I primarily go actually over the shelf, the face of my anvil. You can really tune them in over the horn, but primarily I like to go right over the edge of my anvil, right over the face. That's the way I just kind of, that's a big yawn, partner. That's a real big yawn, dude. Such a good boy. He's a good old shop dog. Isn't that right? Making sure I'm not missing the chat. I feel like I'm neglecting you guys a little bit by rambling on and just working, but I'll get to you. I promise. Just keep spamming it. How do I want to? Hey, don't be jumping down. You want down? You can go down if you want. You just gotta let me know. Such a good dog. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. I'll put the finishing. Oh, nice. Yeah, Matt. See, let's check it out in the Discord. I'd love to see what you've been working on. That makes me so happy. I love having a community that we can share what we're doing. Copper's hiding my pliers. To share what you're building because it's just so important. It's important to, first of all, make things, but then to, show it. Because I don't know. I find so much is gained from sharing what you're doing with people because they almost maybe ask you a question. They might ask you a question that you never even thought of before. Hey, Nova, we're making these leaves for the donors. I'm just making sure he doesn't bail off this table. Let me see. Where's that? What was that? What am I missing here? Oh, work does come first. Hope you enjoy your day. Oh, yeah. How's the old progression of the old two? Yeah, so that one right there is something we just rebuilt. I don't know if you remember that video. I have a big old shear tool from my great uncle that I'm really looking forward to rebuilding. Honestly, just unseizing it is going to be a good challenge. It's always fun. A good challenge to unseize, or because there's a science behind it. You usually only get like a couple shots at it. Helping my dad make Cuban sandwiches. Oh, very lovely. Oh, Gorge. How tall is Gorge? I always imagine him as kind of like a bit of like a pot-bellied pig, you know what I mean? Gorge meaning from the Unpredicted Party. I've always imagined him as a pot-bellied pig, so I imagine like him as a large pig. And for him as a dwarf, I'm imagining, oh boy. Gorge would probably come up to about his waist, I would imagine. Somewhere in there. Because dwarves are about 5 foot, I imagine. Something around there. So, when it comes to these leaves, and some of you very observant fellows out there probably noticed that I'm making the same leaf over and over. And that is because this is my favorite shape that I've created about all the different other ones that I've been made very individualistic. This is my favorite shape. And I want them to all, each one of these people, I want them to have the same experience, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? It's my favorite shape of these leaves. And I want them to all have a kind of an equal thing. And what's interesting is, here, come here, let me grab you. So, out of all of these leaves, even though they're the same relative shape, each one is unique to itself. You know, meanwhile, over here, all of these leaves are just wildly, just all over the place. Each one was wildly different. We have buckets, we have piles and mountains. It looks like fall really came heavy here in the shop. But let me bring you back to my little makeshift workstation here, so we can get back to work. You know what I mean? All right. Where was I? But yeah, that back little stem curl means so much to me. I love movement. I love flow. My fingers over the lens? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to tell you this, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry, Paul. Dang it. I'm over here. Look at this, and I'm caveman in the thing. Goodness, I don't know how you put up with me. Let's see here, because I mentioned this in like a recent video, and especially I've mentioned this in the video that it's about to drop here pretty quick, which I'm really excited for. It's one thing to make a piece of iron go this way, the hard way, or this way, the easy way. When you use them in tandem and you're able to create these sweeping movements, you know what I mean? Sweeping movements of triangular sort of nature. Like look, like you can see where the material wanted to go. No, I didn't let it. I made it do its own thing. You know, it's where it swept around and it created that kind of cone shape. It came around and it sweeps almost like a racetrack. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful. I'm missing stuff. I apologize. Yeah, we're all crazy in our own way. That's right. It's good. Autumn starting and leaves falling, right? Fall has definitely has fallen upon the shop. I really want to do like leaves, you know, but I might get pummeled because they're all out of, copper. Yeah, get back to the shop. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate the camaraderie. This is great. Yeah, I'm just shaping leaves, but I am thinking about posting a video very soon about different types of finish on these leaves because I want to install them already aged. I don't want people to have to endure they're definitely going to continue aging, but I want to give it a little bit of a head start. You know? I don't want, mainly because, let's see, there's actually one in here, like here. So you have bright and brilliant copper. Well, then it turns a brown, and then it'll finally become beautiful verde green. So I don't want there to be that awkward period of everything being brown because the trunk, the limbs, they're all brown as well. And there wouldn't be enough contrast. There would not be enough differentiation. What the hell? I can't even talk. I had too much coffee. Anyways, now I'm on a tea. What am I even doing? There's not enough contrast between the branches and the leaves themselves. So I'm really excited to bring them already acidized. So I'm going to try a few things. I'm going to try vinegar, salt water, pure acid, and watered down acid. That changes things a lot. And also ammonia. I'm kind of leaning towards a couple, but I want to do like a proper test. And I might as well bring you on the journey with me. You know, test things, run experiments. And that's just such a good way to figure things out. you know, because we can very easily just assume things, use, I don't know, anecdotes, evidence maybe from a long time ago or something like that of what could happen. But I think the scientific method's pretty important to issue every now and then is just run some experiments, you know? I'm excited to see. I might do like a side by side on the exact same piece of copper and just do like a little spray of salt water, and so on and so forth. Because since there's 1,000 of them, I can't, spend a bunch of time on each one to build a oxygen-free inert environment, and then only using ammonia vapor, for instance. Like it's got to be a spray and go sort of a situation. You know what I mean? My goodness, I feel like I'm rambling a lot. I feel like I'm missing the chat. Let me check in on the chat real quick. Power them all and jump in rage. Hey man, I'm like a 200-pound man, so if I jump into that pile of leaves, a lot of them are getting flattened, and I can't have that. But very funny. Do like some Scrooge McDuck like back pedals, or no, sorry. What? Got the breaststroke, backstroke. There we go. It was funny. So I made a bunch of brass discs that look like golden coins for a commission. And I wanted to do the Scrooge McDuck with like you throw them in the air, and man, I felt like I was getting hit by a paintball gun as they came down. Scrooge McDuck is actually like Superman for being able to like survive his own riches. Anyways, the things you realize when you're metalworking, just funny things you learn, right? Actually, a pit full of gold coins is a hell of a thing. Like when Bilbo is like skiing down that in Smaug's like treasure chamber. That might as well be just rocks, just big old rocks, man. It's something. Today during tea time, one of my patrons, John, love the guy, God, and every now and then he'll just absolutely slam dunk some wisdom on us in the best way possible. And we were talking about metalworking, about how present you kind of have to be, how really intimate it is, because you there nothing else exists while you're working with the material. Because you have mere seconds on your hands. You have seconds, not minutes. Like between a cherry red and an orange is seconds. And it got me to thinking about just like being present. What in your life can you be ultimately present in? Could be very relationship centric, could be many things, could be woodworking, pottery. But what a great thing to have in your life is to be ultimately present. I experienced that with video games, especially when I'm in a good build at the Max Randolph Studios Minecraft server. Like right now, I have a new build going on. And I'm really excited for it. But when I'm building in like Minecraft, like you're very present. You're very just like into what you're doing. It's a good feeling to be present, especially in this day and age where we got our phones always chirping at us and doing stuff, other things needing our attention. It's almost good to put like a little intention to like, I don't know, unplug and just be very present with something. So I don't know, food for thought for today. Durin's Day is this Saturday. Neil, brother, dude, thank you for the condition rings. Oh, I love you guys. I love you. You guys have the best Durin's Day ale that you brew. Oh, I wish I could have some. Man, you're just all the best. What's the date for Durin's Day? Oh yeah, Elder Scrolls, some of the best. Wait, what was that? I missed the comment, darn it, sorry. Me but building. Oh, the decorations in Sims. Oh, I've spent so much time in the Sims back then. I think it was Sims 2 that really got me. That was, I love it so much. Yeah, decorating your home and building a cool place. 12th of October, you think? Okay, Saturday. I'll be sure to celebrate in some way. Maybe it'd just be over the altar of the anvil for Durin. I don't know, it seems poetic to me. We're chugging right along here, y'all. So these ones take a lot longer. Saturday the 14th. There we go. Good job, Casey. Always here to rescue us in the chat. I love it. Oh, I just hope you're all having just a good Sunday. You know, Sundays are great and they're flexible. Oh, I'm actually bending a kneel right now. Dang it. I'm bending a kneel right now. How funny is that? How fortuitous. I mean, Dova, I mean, you're not wrong. No, I couldn't ask such a thing. Could never. It's usually an amber or a brown, correct? So Hobbit Marathon, Matt, hell yeah. We got back from vacation yesterday, so concept on the calendars. Gotcha. Well, happy vacation to you, sir. You guys have been making me super jealous with your Ren Fair pictures. Looks like you guys have such epic Ren Fairs up in Portland. Paul, right? Good old vacations. One day we'll be able to, vacation. At least that's what we tell ourselves, right? God, I just love the flow. Just nice flow, how things move. It's just wonderful. We add cherry and smoke malts to the brown ale. Oh, that's why it's so good. Cherry and, oh. No wonder it's so good. Man. I'm just thinking about it. We've had some good times with that ale. Does anybody else here brew? I used to make a lot of mead back in the day, but I never ended up brewing any ales. Got a lot of friends to do, so it's almost like, oh, well, I got them. That's what community is all about, right? I'm able to kind of like, hey, Timmy, I would love to see you drunk. Oh, be careful what you wish for. I'm a lot. I get really loud. I get really loud and boisterous and I don't know. It's almost like, I don't know. Well, Neil see me, like have Neil describe it for you. Veronica, good morning. There's a Ren Fair, there's medieval Christmas markets. Oh, that sounds amazing. Always loud, yeah. Oh yeah, usually very happy, very just boisterous, but sometimes emotional. I don't know, I try not to do that much these days, just ride the razor's edge. Oh, Neil's thinking, oh gosh. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot less lately, which is great. Mornings are better. Kylie is thinking, oh no, now I'm nervous. Full pirate. Oh, I'll take it. Full pirate. Okay, it tracks. It tracks. Yeah, as if of like, yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for myself. A steampunk pirate, Timmy, yeah. That would be fun. That's like I used to listen to a band called Abney Park. Did any of you listen to them back in the day? They were like industrial steampunk. But yeah, there's a very steampunk pirates. Oh, you guys are too funny. I feel like I'm being made fun of at my own expense, but that's okay. Teasing, I'm teasing. I can sure take it. But I tell you what, the tea time for the patrons, I live for that these days. It is so much fun. It is so cool to like have a weekly like just hang out with really interesting, creative, just really interesting people from all around the world. It's the neatest thing to be a part of. The Patreon is growing, and so is the apprenticeship program. That has been so deeply rewarding. Oh, see you, Moons. Have a great day. The Patreon has just been so rewarding and just like building really rich, close community. I've been enjoying it so much. It's just been great. And it's whatever we make it. It's full of chaos. It's a lot of fun there. So if you're interested, it's in the link tree. But with the creative workshops, the apprenticeship program, it's been really awesome. You know, people that seem to be getting a lot from it. And I think that's what makes it fun and rewarding for me, is just seeing people having really deep emotional responses to everything, you know? That's really neat to me, is to be able to be a positive light in other people's lives, you know what I mean? It's not the purpose of it. It's we're mainly talking about work and art and sometimes blacksmithing, but mainly just work in general, you know, art and just expression, but also just to how to like be a person. You know, there's no rule book. There's no manual that we like, that we were gifted. Too bad that's not a thing. A manual, you know? Gosh, I feel like if we had more information out the gate, we'd do a lot better. Make maybe a few more mistakes. Few less mistakes. Or would we? You know, now that I'm thinking about it, would we? Or we just, despite the booklet, make the mistakes anyway? Because I feel like you have to make mistakes to learn. Now I'm going down an entirely different philosophical rabbit hole. Here we go. Oof. Mistakes and growth. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, imagine if we had a what? Imagine if we had a reset button. Great philosophical question, my friend. If you had a reset button, would you push it? I've had a hell of a tumultuous life, and man, with all of that, I still wouldn't push it. I wouldn't have learned the lessons, or would you still be able to keep the lessons? Maybe. Boy. But I don't know if I could ever be around teenagers as like, I don't know if I could ever survive high school knowing what I know now. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being your wise, grown-up self, unless you're not in high school. So if you are in high school, I feel bad. Trust me, it's going to get better. But I just couldn't imagine being me and going back to school. Oh my God. Like, for instance, like vampire stories. And you got this like 300-year-old being that's seen wars and strife and wonderful technological bounds, and they're still hanging out with high schoolers? A little weird, if you ask me. You know, in the spirit of spooky season. Oh, you connect so many people. Maybe a reset button would be kind of cool. As long as you're able to keep all of the knowledge that you got from all the mistakes, all the hardships. Because if that went away, there's no way. You know, I relish my scars, both internal and out, you know, external. Man, those are battle scars, and no one can take those away from you. They're medals. They're badges of honor. They're rites of passage. They're wisdom. And I would never let anybody take those away. Yeah, I'd be nothing without them. So much of of my spirit has been so deeply and intrinsically been involved with all of the hardships, all of the failures, everything. It's good stuff. It's real good stuff. So when you're going through something, and I know you are because that's life, baby. But if you're going through something, just know it's going to result in some wisdom. You know, it's going to be good one day. It might suck right now, though. I really like this one. How is everyone when it comes to politics? Don't like to talk about it much. It's very polarizing, right? It's very divisive. And if there's ever a time where we need to be united and together, it's now, baby. But I don't want to, drag on too long. You have a big, beautiful day to get to. You know what I mean? So I'm going to continue working, but I'll let you guys get back to your big, beautiful Sunday. Whatever might be left of it for those of you in the UK or around the world. Yeah. When you guys get back to your day, but maybe take what we've said together to heart. Who knows how it'll affect you? But man, just never forget how much I love you guys. And and just do something kind for someone today. That's all that matters. Ooh, Sunday evening in the UK is so chill. Happy to hear it. Hopefully I can give you just even more, like a little bit of chillness. Because you know what? If anybody needs anything right now, it's a little chill. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your day, fellow bender. Cheers. And with that, pow, another wonderful leaf ready to adorn some lucky gifter's wall. I'm going to leave you here. Don't forget to love each other, okay? All right, I'm going to finish my tea, but I want you to have an awesome day. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.